It's Catherine.
Hi, I'm Catherine.
Catherine Trouble.
She said it with twins.
Do you remember a couple of weeks ago when we went to the polo?
Oh, yes.
The polo game, and
Yeah.
I made a comment that Catherine was late. Well, this is the Catherine that was late.
For the first time. For the first time in my life.
I don't think it's first time, but anyway, this is the Shola and Catherine show, and we are going to be talking today because Catherine's daughter is going to be getting married. Catherine's daughter is going to be getting married in about 6 weeks' time.
Yes.
And we're going to be talking to you about the prep for that, the discussions that we've had, the angst as a mother of the bride-to-be. And Catherine's going to tell you about how she's been getting ready with the material, the traditional material, and everything like that. So, Catherine, introduce yourself.
Okay, so again, I'm Catherine. I'm the mother of the bride. And as my good friend Shola has said, this is the Shola and Catherine podcast. This is our first podcast, so we're hoping to do many more in the near future. So my daughter's getting married and really excited about it. So we're having the traditional wedding here at the Millennium Gloucester Hotel. So big shout to the Millennium Gloucester Hotel. So we're here today to just do the final prep for the traditional wedding, and it's been quite a roller coaster, hasn't it?
Okay, so but when did you start preparing for this?
When did I start? Last year, February, I started the prep.
Because you phoned me about Christmas. Or was it
right.
just before Christmas?
It was.
To say your daughter, Sade, has been proposed to and she's going to be getting a traditional wedding.
Yes.
Now, why did you choose to have a traditional wedding?
Well, it was her decision to have the traditional wedding. So, and it came, Shola, out of your daughter's traditional wedding, because I've never been to a Yoruba traditional wedding before, even though I'm part of the Yoruba clan.
Where do you come from?
I'm from Ghana.
Okay.
I'm from Ghana, but my daughter is...
Ghana means she's an honorary Nigerian.
You see, this is why we're both crazy, you know? This is why we're both crazy people.
So your daughter says she's going to she's got proposed to.
That's right.
And you came to my daughter's traditional.
That's right.
And from there, you bought your daughters as well, didn't you?
Right.
Two of your girls came with you.
Yeah.
And they actually bought the gillet and they had the white outfit as well.
That's right.
I didn't know that you came to Snoop so that you could see what you were going to have for yours.
Well, sort of.
Yes.
Sort of. You know,
it's a nice Snoop because you were invited. You were invited.
It was a really, really nice Snoop. It was great. So after the traditional wedding, my daughter said, I want to have a traditional wedding, because she saw how your daughter danced in and all the showering and all the, you know, the whole play out. So she decided, I'm going to have that. And so that's when the prep started.
That's when it started.
So that's when the prep started. So it was great, yeah.
And because you thought it was easy, you thought we're going to do a traditional wedding.
Yeah.
So then you called me and said, my daughter needs to have a traditional. Can we have an MC, the alaga,
yes.
And
the photographer?
The same photographer, because they worked really well. They're professionals in the game. And as you know, I am in the business anyway, so I know all the best people to have. So for my daughter's wedding, we had the best people. So of course, I'm going to introduce my friend to the best professionals in the game. So we did that. So you contacted them straight away.
Yes. So I did that, and then I decided on the colours that I want my Ashobi to be, my friends, and I love Tiffany. So that gives you a hint where I'm coming from. So I decided to go for the Tiffany blue. We went down
specific,
you know, the Liverpool Street alley.
She took herself to Liverpool Street to go and get Tiffany blue.
Yes.
And as a seasoned person, the last place I would go is Liverpool Street, but you get quality there as well.
You do.
But I would go elsewhere for mine. But she went there, and you got it, didn't you?
I did. I got it. But you know, I think that in hindsight, maybe I should have maybe got everything from Nigeria. I think the quality and the the variety is more in Nigeria, isn't
definitely,
it? The
definitely,
fashion, because
yeah.
Nigeria is the fashion
It's hot
status
spot, hot.
for, you know, whether it's a wedding or a party, that is the place to go to get your lace and everything. But, you know, we did well. We
Yeah,
did
you
well.
got your colour that you
we
wanted.
got the colour we
and it's
wanted.
beautiful.
Yeah.
If you see this lace, other people will go for cheap lace because they're doing it for B.
Yeah.
No, Catherine wasn't doing that. She went and got real top class quality lace
Yeah.
in the colour that she wanted. So she got that. And I said, but are people going to pay this? She goes, well, if they can't pay it, they can't come.
Let go.
And that was it.
Yeah, yeah. And it was a nice lace because it's more very traditional kind of lace. It's
Yeah.
not a lace that goes out of
Yeah,
fashion.
it's heavy, isn't it? It's nice and heavy
yeah,
quality.
it's nice. It's nice. It's got a
Yeah.
nice sparkle, not overly sparkle, but it's got some nice sparkle to it. And it was made in Switzerland.
So it's Swiss lace.
It's a Swiss lace.
And then let's move on now to then you wanted to get the head tie.
That's right.
So we thought we'd go to Nigeria to get the head tie.
We went to Nigeria. we went to do the Ashoke style, didn't we?
Ashoke
So
from Nigeria.
we've got silver. So
Yeah,
it was
silver.
going to be
Yeah.
Tiffany blue and silver,
Yeah.
and I thought it was a
With
nice
a sheen. With a sheen on it. It's got a nice twinkle, sparkles through it. Very, very
and
nice.
And it just sits really,
Yeah,
really
it
well.
sits really nice.
So it's all out. So
Everybody's got theirs.
by March, by April, we had all the lace had arrived.
And by then, you'd actually spoken to the Alaga.
Yep.
You've spoken to the Alaga. You've spoken to the MC. You spoke the photographer. You've got the photographer. The event decor. You've got all those sorted.
Yes.
And how Catherine has divided this. Catherine's taking charge of the African traditional, and her daughter's having the white wedding, because that's an easier way to separate fights within the family. So the family, the mums and the parents will take the traditional wedding, and the bride and the groom will have the white wedding. And that's how we've sort of divided it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Although having said that, the bride still has her input into this.
Yes, she does.
She's very vocal.
She is. She's like her mum. She's a twin of her mum.
So what stage are we at now?
So then we went from that. We went to the what did we do? We went venue hunting.
Yes.
We went venue hunting, and I must say, at first it was frustrating, and then
What was frustrating about
it was frustrating because every venue you went to, you had to have their caterers, and I'm sorry to say, I didn't want to have certain caterers. I wanted specific caterers because it was an African wedding. I felt the catering needed to be done by Africans.
Yeah.
And again, my good friend and sister,
me.
helped me with the catering, and we got Becca's. And
Yes.
Becca's, she's here actually, isn't
Becca
she?
is here.
She's here.
And I'm going to whiz this round so that you can see Becky. So Catherine approached you as somebody that's going to do the catering for the traditional. Did she come with any expectations? Did she tell you she has to have? Was she one of these
Got to have these dodo
and stuff?
and yam pottage.
Those are the has to be on her menu.
Yes.
And so because I know you anyway, and I know you can accommodate and you can do those things, and because you're a named provider for this venue, and the venue is the Millennium Gloss. So you're one of the named providers here. So it was clear that we had to have you because you know all these people and how they work. Yeah. So what's going to be on the menu that she's decided now?
Jollof rice, vegetable spring rolls, prawns, fish, meat.
All the usual but tasty.
Yeah,
With taste. And also, having said that, this is going to be a mixed wedding.
Yes, it is.
Because we've got an African bride and an English groom. That's nothing new anymore, is it? It's how it is, because the world is open, love is open, and love lives here.
Exactly.
But having said that, we've got to make sure that the catering lives up to being able to cope with Africans' pepper and the European palate as well.
Yeah.
And Becca is ready for that. You're used to that anyway. Becca is used to that. So how are you going to do this? How are you going to prepare that for the food?
We we are ready to balance our spicy part of Africa with the English palate. So we're going to make sure it's mild, the pepper is mild, and the spices is mild, but most importantly, tasty.
That's what I was going to say, but keep it tasty.
Yeah.
That's what I like.
Yeah.
That's what we wanted. That's what we want, isn't
That's
it?
the important thing, taste.
Because the aunties are going to be there, but also our English brethren are going to be there, and everybody likes taste. So that's going to be there. So now we've got our catering sorted.
So we got the catering. So it was Becca who actually said, because I was really struggling to find the right venue, and said, "Oh, the Millennium Gloucester." So that's how we came here, and then of course I had to approach to the bride, my daughter.
Yes.
So we had to do
ask her.
Yeah, so we had to do a venue visit, and we agreed that this was the venue for us.
Yeah.
Which is good.
It's a nice venue.
It is a nice
venue. We're not using the palm court upstairs. We're using the main ballroom that's downstairs because we've got 130 guests, and bride wanted space and room so that she can put the room exactly how she wants it without having the palm trees in the middle. And it wasn't a palm tree sort of wedding anyway, so that was good. So now we've got everything that we need to get sorted.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. So we'd like to thank
Celebs.
We might get some celebs to join us. Well, we're celebs
already. We're celebs.
But we'd like to thank Becky for today for joining us. Bring it back to Becky.
Thank you. I'll see you soon.
See you soon. So we'd like to thank Becky for joining us today. As you can see, I'm so new to this, but there's Catherine. So Becky's going to do the catering for us, and we're going to be talking to other people. But thank you, Becky, for joining us today. Catherine, it's been a blast.
Thank you, Shola. Shola baby.
Shola baby.
This is Shola baby, by the way.
Shola baby. There you go.
Okay.